I was just doing a map read of, using Google Earth because of where Ted is. And Ted's in Los Gatos, and I've spent a lot of time doing work in the state of California. You could certainly understand why from a hub gate perspective. Because when you do a map read, like a visual map read, you know what an XYZ, a 3D scatter plot is, right? Okay, so you know what a parasitic infestation is, what it looks like on a map. That's what you're reading. When you look at a map of California, you're looking at the deadlight hub servers, right, of parasitic infestations, hub zones, like hive minds, right? Because they all, remember, that's what you do. I'm not what you are, right? In other words, the Truman Show, the model, what they build, right? So you can see how parasites group as group formations. Parasitic hive minds, another hub, a deadlight hub. And so you can see how they congregate and they become a formation of consciousness. There's parasitic, which is not natural. It's not a natural spiral. But you can see by virtue of what they do, what they did to the land. The water, the clouds, the air, the trees. And everything becomes a killing ground in order to build something on the surface, which is the surface tension, which creates all the massive trauma by everything that's experiencing trauma that was once alive and sentient. Right? So you can look, for example, and I do this over time-space vectors, when you're mapping a parasitic infestation, as it grows and accelerates, as it formates, as in formatting, the holographic formatting codes, the dead seed atom codes, right? And how that relates to female mitochondria. The atom seed, the transfer, the code transfers, the metatronic seed transfers. And so, for example, I moved to California, what was it, Mama, 1954, I guess it was. So I lived initially in Brentwood, then Northridge, San Fernando Valley, and then went from San Fernando Valley up to the Bay Area. So I was living in the Bay Area in a place called Sleepy Hollow on the other side of the Berkeley Tunnel. Right? So then you had those areas that I was familiar with. So I was there in Walnut Creek, Lafayette, right? San Jose, Los Gatos, UC Berkeley, Stanford, right? San Francisco Bay, all those areas, the Redwoods, that whole area. Now look what it looked like. Go look at a map, say in 1950, what it looked like then, what it looks like now. And you can see why they infested and formed the groups in which they did, particularly where? Silicon Valley, where Ted is. Right? NASA, University, Singularity University, the singularity of artificial intelligence, the Metatronic body, the immortal body. Immortal, which means I'm mortal, which means I'm finite. Implosion codes. So you see how this relates between what? Gifters, energy givers, accelerators of electrons, giving away energy for free forever. Right? And those are the sucking sound, the synthetics, the artificial life forms that are parasitic in nature, but they're not natural. It's not a natural spiral. Right? So that's just another form of a map read. Right? A scatter plot. You know what an outlier is on a scatter plot? I'm not part of that group. That's a hive mind, a Borgia, right? The quarantine. The 666, 6. 4 sixes, 6 again. The hex nutcase. That's why they call them nuts. They're nuts. They're not sane. Because a spiral is not sane. Because it's not natural to implode itself. Is it?